I want a concrete example of what you want the players to do and what you're hearing from the players right now.
Yeah, I'll
like
go first.
even when you talk to players, go ahead.
Yeah.
You got it, Sam.
Well, here's a couple concrete examples. Somebody texted me yesterday, a player, current player in the NFL, high, caliber, however you want to call it, player, said, man, what can I do to support Brian Flores? Right? What can I do? And a couple things I told him, I said, you can speak out, use your voice. You are trusted. People trust you. You are respected. So speak out, support Brian Flores, right? You have a relationship with him. That's number one. But number two, it's more than just about Brian Flores. You have to use your relationships to make a change. So, for example, I'm close with George McCaskey. He's the chairman of the Chicago Bears. I played for the Bears a majority of my career. And one thing I saw is this social injustice, racial injustice, systemic racism conversation has been happening over the last couple of years. I said, okay, I can't just change this dude's mind. Sometimes people need their hearts changed. Sometimes people are oblivious to the prejudice that they have. And that's on both sides, right? That's black and that's white. And so what we did is we took a journey together. We decided to go on a police ride along on the south side of Chicago to see what police go through firsthand. South side, Chicago, right? We did that. But then we also decided to go to a prison in Louisiana, actually. Went to a prison and in Chicago, went to two prisons just to see what it's like for someone who is incarcerated. To open up our eyes. We also took a journey to the National Museum of African American History and Culture, changing minds and changing hearts. That was for both of us. So some people, if you have a relationship, use that relationship and go on a journey, right? Oftentimes people are changed based off of experiences. And I changed and I grew from that experience as well. For others, we talked about it. It's those relationships.
But Acho, it doesn't seem like the players are the one that needs changing. They're not the ones.
Absolutely, but it's not. You can't just tell somebody to go and do something, right? You have to go with them, and then all of a sudden, maybe their eyes will be open. And so what I'm saying in that example, Molly, is that maybe you could say I didn't need to grow or I didn't need to change. That could be an argument. But the other side is with this owner coming with me. Maybe his mind and his heart and his eyes were opened as well. That's just one example, right? I can't just say, hey, go do this, right? Why would he go by himself? No, I'm going with you together. That's the point that I'm making, number one. Number two.
You got a second point?
Yeah, real quickly, just quickly. My second point is this, like with those same relationships, speak up. Like you have a voice. So tell the owner, like, hey, man, I know this coach. I know this GM. Tell whoever's hiring, make sure you use your voice. Don't just sit back and be quiet. Those are the things that I would say to do.
Yeah, and when you say speak out, I also, and when I'm asking for a concrete example, it's like speak out to the media. That also seems like a little bit vague as well for a rallying cry. RC?
Well, I think we've been through this before, though. This is not the first conversations we've started to have about black coaching hires. This is not the first time the NFL has had to put rules in place in order to see black or minority coaches elevated. I mean, you get draft picks if you develop a minority coach and someone hires them to be their head coach. But we've seen over and over again that incentivizing these owners to hire minority coaches doesn't help. Right? They hire based on familiarity. They hire based on relationships. They hire based on what they are comfortable with, the type of messaging that sounds the same to them. And I've said this the last couple of days. I know a coach in the league that was up for coordinating jobs. And there was another coach that got a head coaching job that said, look, I already know who I'm hiring as my coordinator, but you can come do this Rooney Rule interview. And if you do the interview, it now gets your name circulating in the coordinator's realm, and it allows me to fulfill my responsibilities as the rule goes. Like, these people know what they want, right? These people understand that these are the type of guys they're focusing on. When they get the jobs, they know who they're going to give it to. And so it's not about changing their hearts. It's not about changing their minds. It's about the fact that the NFL is run by the owners. And so when Stephen A. says that I feel the league office feels one way and the owners do a different thing, it doesn't matter what the league office wants. It doesn't matter if the league office truly has diversity at the center of everything that they do, because Roger Goodell works for the owners. When we were in negotiations in 2011 for the CBA, they told us what they thought about us. They looked at us and they said that you are workers, right? You are things that we can use and trade and move in the way that we want to. And when you are done, we can be through with you. The league is always going to stand on those 29 white billionaires that make the decisions. And until you do something that makes them feel like there is an issue, if the owners never come to a place where they feel that there is an issue in hiring, then it will not change. Stephen A. could be mad. Sam could be mad. Molly can bring attention to it. Ryan Clark can talk about it. Tyrann Mathieu can say whatever the hell he wants. Until they believe that a change needs to be made, there will be no difference.
Yeah,
I have nothing to add. I mean, I'm ready. Listen, I've been talking about this all week. I want the audience to know we're going to get into some sports. We're going to get into the Super Bowl. We're going to get into some NBA stuff. We know where I stand.
Yeah.
We know where Ryan stands. We know where black folks stand on this issue. We know why. We know why. It's really that simple. And so at some point in time, the National Football League got to do something about it. I'm not talking about just the league officers. I'm talking about them owners themselves. They got to look themselves in the face. They got to have a conscience. And when you don't have a conscience, guess what? The players got to look at you and know that you don't have a damn conscience. And at some point in time, they got to do something about it, too, because we just whistling into the wind if the players going to sit idly by and never stand up and do a damn thing about it. So I applaud Tyrann Mathieu for saying what he said. But, damn it, how come everybody ain't standing up in the National Football League, black and white, and saying what he said?
And that's why your point was so paramount, that when the players made that video, the stars got together. That's when change happened.
And it's the stars. And mind you, they weren't just black. They were also white.
Yes,
You make a great point.
It's a combination. Absolutely.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.